Hi, welcome back to my kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to make these delicious, chewy chocolate chip cookies. Let's get started. To begin, we're going to start by melting down the butter. Now, I will admit something right off the bat. This is supposed to be browned butter, and I just totally spaced and I forgot to brown the butter. So you can brown the butter to add that extra buttery flavor to your cookies. I just didn't do it in the video. So you're going to start by melting down the butter. This is going to take a couple of minutes to fully melt. And then once it melts, it might take another 3 to 4 minutes to brown the butter. So just keep stirring until you see those little suds at the bottom get nice and brown. Now again, remember I forgot to brown mine, but you're more than welcome to do it. Once you've browned your butter, you're going to pour it into a measuring cup, and when you're melting your butter, some of that liquid does evaporate, so I just add a little bit of water just to make it an even cup. Next, you're going to need 1 full egg and 1 egg yolk. Now, you're going to want this to be at room temperature, so go ahead and break your eggs and set that aside. In the meanwhile, we're going to cut our dark brown chocolate, and you can use whichever chocolate is your favorite. This is mine, so this is the one I'm going to be using. And you're just going to want to break this up into little bits. You can leave these as chunky or as small as you want. It's just preference. Once you're done chopping your chocolate, just put it in a container and set it aside. Now we're going to continue with combining the wet ingredients. So start by adding your white sugar and your brown sugar. To this, we're going to add the melted butter. Remember, it needs to be completely cooled down. Now you're going to add 2 tablespoons of your favorite vanilla. And then you're just going to beat this until it's a nice and creamy consistency. This process will take 1 to 2 minutes, so just make sure all of the little chunks of brown sugar is completely incorporated. Okay, so once it gets around this consistency, it's a little bit thick, but it's all incorporated. We're going to go ahead and add your egg and your egg yolk, and then just go ahead and mix this. You're going to mix until the batter is a little bit lighter in color, and also make sure that there's no big chunks of sugar. Make sure it's all incorporated. This is going to take another 2 minutes, and once it's lightened up in color, then your batter is ready. The next step is to add your flour. Make sure you sift it just to get any big chunks out of the way. Some people don't like to sift their flour, but I do. It just avoids any clumping, and your cookie comes out a lot smoother. Okay, so next we're gonna go ahead and add the baking soda, and you're also gonna add the salt and the espresso powder. Your cookies are not gonna taste like coffee. It's just gonna help enhance the flavor of the chocolate so you get that real chocolatey taste. Now, after you've added all of your dry ingredients, you're gonna mix this for about a minute with the hand mixer. After you've mixed your batter with the mixer for about a minute, it's going to get really clumpy, so we're going to want to switch over to a spatula, and this will also ensure that you do not overmix your batter. So just mix until everything is incorporated and stop so we can add your chocolate chips. Okay, and after your batter is fully mixed, we are going to add your dark chocolate and your chocolate chips. Now, I do have measurements in the recipe for the amounts of chocolate that you can add, but honestly, I just like to add as much as I want. If you like a lot of chocolate, add some extra. If you're not that into chocolate and just want a really good chocolate chip cookie, then you don't have to add that much. But this is where the fun part comes in, and you can add as much chocolate as you want. Now again, you don't want to overmix, so just mix until the chocolate chip cookies are incorporated. That way you don't overmix your dough. Okay, so now that our chocolate is completely combined, we are going to use a cookie scoop, and you can use any size that you want. We're going to scoop these onto a baking tray, and we're going to let these sit in the fridge for at least 2 hours. I ended up letting mine sit in the refrigerator for 24 hours. And the purpose of this process is just to ensure that all of those flavors kind of marinate in your cookie. It's just going to give you a more flavorful cookie. After the 2 hours, then you can go ahead and place them on another baking sheet and pop them in the oven at 350 for 10 to 12 minutes. And one little trick I like to use is I grab a cookie cutter, a pretty big one, and as soon as they come out of the oven, I like to just swirl it around the cookie, and this just gives you a really nice shape to your cookies so they're nice and round. You don't have to do this, but it's just makes them look really pretty, so you can do it if you'd like. And once you finish forming your cookies, just place them on a cooling rack and allow them to completely cool down another 2 to 5 minutes. And these cookies are ready to enjoy. I hope this recipe will be one that you can share with your loved ones during the holidays. Again, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone you love.